Welcome back to the pregame show. RoughRiders hosting the San Antonio Missions for the first of 4 games here at Dr. Pepper Ballpark tonight. And I'm joined now by the Texas Rangers outfield instructor, Joe Mikulik, a Texas native in your first year here as the outfield instructor for the Rangers. Most recently, 13 seasons as the manager of the Asheville Tourists in the Rockies system. 2007 Manager of the Year in that league as well. How did you make your move back into player development? You had spent some time as an outfield instructor before. How did you get back into this and move on from managing?
Well, I always, thought about managing and loved to manage. The 13 years I spent with the Rockies were really good. I mean, we, did some good things there. But, sometimes you need a change and you need a challenge. And I thought this would be a good avenue. Just getting with some people with the Rangers, venturing out and putting my name out there. They allowed me to come here and be the outfield instructor, and it's been great. I mean, ever since day one of spring training, I've had a lot of excitement, a lot of energy towards the organization's treated me with utmost respect, and I can be very thankful for that and grateful. The talent here to work with is unbelievable from top to bottom. It's been great. I just got back from Hickory and Myrtle Beach, and the talent there is outstanding, unbelievable. We got a lot of good prospects coming. Then the talent here it's fun to watch, fun to come to. It's a fun atmosphere, and my job is to oversee the outfield play, and so far so good. We got a steady outfield here, and they've been playing well, and just come here and keep them on their toes.
When you brought up Myrtle Beach and Hickory, Hickory has obviously been hitting the home run ball quite well. But as an outfield instructor, what do you see in some of the younger guys that maybe you don't see at this level? What kind of polish do they need in the outfield to be able to play out in the outfield, not just to be able to hit, but to be able to play in the field here at the AA level or even higher?
Well, I think to be a quality big league player and to be a winner at the big league level, you got to be a complete player, and the defense part of it is huge. You're going to win championships. You got to pitch and play defense, and that's something that we're striving for now. In the Ranger organization, our big league club's playing great defense. They're pitching well, and then the offense is scoring runs at times, and they're winning. And that's what we're trying to do throughout the minor league system. My job is to create a good routine for these young men, knowing how to get themselves ready, preparation, pregame routines before games. The Hickory. The outfield is very talented, very young. I think 2 18-year-olds, a 17-year-old, and then Jordan Akins is repeating there. He's a little older, but for them to come out every day to get balls off the bat, to get their early work, to throw to bases, to understand positioning, to understand the defensive fundamentals, the situational awareness. Those are the little things that at times go unnoticed. They're never in the box score, but as they grow throughout the process of developing throughout the system, and by the time they get here, they need to learn all these things, and that's something that we continue to repeat and we continue to stress and we go over daily, with them. The coaches that are with them on an everyday basis do a great job. They maintain it and they stay on top of it, and it's my job when I come into town to oversee it. And I'm more or less of a reminder. What we did in spring training. We had a long spring training. 6 weeks down there working on fundamentals every day, and now they're putting them into action now during the season. And the coaches, like I said before, do a good job of maintaining a routine. And I come into town and try to oversee it and give them little reminders. But I'm excited about the group that's behind us, the group that's here, and obviously with our big league club.
Joined here by Joe Mikulik, the Texas Rangers outfield instructor, and had a couple days here, obviously some time with these guys in the spring, but who jumps out at you here in this outfield here in Frisco from a defensive standpoint?
Well, Strasburger and Hoying do a good job out there. They've played very well. Both of them, they understand. Jared came here a little later last year. Strauss has been here for a little bit, and they understand the positioning, how to play, especially this field here. They understand how to play it. How to move with hitters and pitch it with the pitchers at certain pitchers, and situational awareness. That's something that we continue to stress. Martinez and Chang, they're playing also, and they're pitching in as well, and they're playing good defense. The thing is for them and we talked about it today. We had a little group meeting today. Is to stay focused and get better. If it's a step better every day, we try to increase our range and to be alert. Last night was a good example. We had Posadas throwing a lot of ground ball outs. They didn't get a lot of action. There wasn't a lot of plays in the outfield, but in the ninth inning came, the tying run was at the plate, and it's an important time in the top of the ninth to where the ball could have been hit to them, and that would have been the play that they had to make. Hoying made a nice play on the relay, throwing the ball to G-Rod, and he makes a play at the plate. We hold a runner to third, and they don't score. Those things go unnoticed, and that's something that we stress every day, to be alert, be ready, move with every pitch, be ready for every pitch. Every pitch is for a purpose, and they try to understand that. And they're doing a good job of it here. And I was here one day earlier and then yesterday, and I'll be here for the next couple of days. And I'm looking forward to watching them and to continue to work with them. They're great people to work with.
When you talk about situational defense, how much of that can vary from organization to organization or coach to coach? How much of that is influenced by you or the Texas Rangers system? Is there anything unique to what you like to teach or what the Rangers like to do from an outfield standpoint?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, we try to do the best we can to stay in unison with the big league club. Being in big league camp with Gary Pettis, I had a chance to watch him work. And something that we do on a daily basis is and during batting practice, throw to second base. We try to make throws to second base, try to make one good long one hop, in controlled throws to make sure we're accurate and keeping the ball down. That's something that we work on. With the younger guys, I try to really work on going back on balls, positioning, do the best we can on adjusting with each hitter. It's something that throughout the whole organization we're trying to do. As far as from organization to organization, if you watch other outfields, some outfields are deeper, some play a little shallower, some move together, some don't. Our big concern is gaps. We play gap to gap, try to cover the gaps. And there's one thing I learned a long time ago: you can't defend everything. I mean, you got to give up something. And it's a big ground to cover out there, and you've got to do the best you can to play the percentages. We try to do the best we can with scouting reports and who's pitching, who's hitting, and play accordingly. But you're not going to be right all the time, but at least you have a solid reason for why you do it, and you try to defend the high percentages and go from there.
Here, the Texas Rangers outfield instructor Joe Mikulik, and Joe. You're a Texas guy, Texas native, and you live back here in Texas. You mentioned being in Myrtle and Hickory, and now you're here in Frisco. How much do you travel, over the course of the season? Does it settle down a little bit for you as we get more into the season? And where's your kind of base? Are you based out of here, or is it really based on the road?
Well, I live in Keller, so I can commute from here to Keller, which is nice. It makes it nice. And then Round Rock's 3.5 hours, but I'll spend a lot of my time here, the Hickory and Myrtle Beach, probably for the most part. And then when our rookie ball clubs start up, I'm going to stay busy down there, introducing the outfield program to the newly drafted players and the guys that are down there right now. I'm going to go to extended spring training after this road trip. I'll leave on Monday to go to extended spring training with some of our prospects down there that aren't ready for a full season. But we'll go down there and work, and that'll be winding down, and the season's going to go so fast. We're already through April and into May, and then once June comes, the draft will be here, and then we'll be going to Spokane, Washington, and the Arizona Rookie League. So that'll keep me busy for the most part. But from now until then, Hickory, Myrtle Beach, and here in Frisco will be my 3 spots that I'll be frequently traveling to.
Well, thank you for your time today. Welcome to the Texas Rangers family, and best of luck here this year.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
That was Joe Mikulik, the Rangers outfield instructor here on the Frisco RoughRiders Baseball Network.